Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Holiday. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 62 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. With the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5". First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And he'll be taken down, but but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On the draw, they go to Geis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Well, look at the forward defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard
The
line.
Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back?
And he's in. Touchdown. Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Off play action. Carmichael. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Carmichael. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Carr. Throwing deep for Stewart. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Carmichael looking left sideline, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Carmichael. And the Raiders have got him. Christian Wilkins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Geis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Raiders.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Get away from the pressure here. Carr take it down. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. another try after the first down sack. Carr eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third and long, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
37-yard line.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Off the play fake. Carmichael. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he finds McDonald. And he will have a Titans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Completes it to Samuel. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Carmichael. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 34-yard.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Raiders 7.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. And the Titans defense, they get ready, they take the field again. And they've created a major first-half storyline with the pressure they've been able to create.
And I know that the good teams adjust from series to series. They make their adjustments on the sideline before they go back out. In this case, I think they might need a little bit more time. They want to get to the half and start figuring out how do they change protections. How do they get the ball in the hands of the passer a lot quicker, make sure he doesn't get hit as often? All those different things. Maybe even run the ball a little bit more. Anything to try and tamp down the pressure.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Carr. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the...
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. On first down, this is Geis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 27 yards there, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Carr. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure... The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It'll go as a loss loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd down, Carmichael. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Deshaun Hand picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
That's taken it around the 40.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They stay on the ground. Geis again.
Geis, the ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Carr now on 1st down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Out of the gun, Geis. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Geis. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the 17, Carr flushed out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carmichael. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Carmichael. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Carmichael. And the Raiders have got him.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
He's going deep for Brown. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Geis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Carr. Reception here by Rhodes. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2.
On 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Carmichael. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they don't. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Carmichael. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw again, Carmichael. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
In the end zone. Sets up 4th down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Offense.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 37. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with